All right, I went to the Philly show today. I'm back. I'm back at home base in Virginia now. I went to the Philly show in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. 3 hours up, 4 hours back because it was raining. Traffic in DC sucks. I didn't have a whole lot of money to spend because I am, after all, a grad student now. But I did pick up some things. First of all, got a box of Goodwin, $68. It's the cheapest I can find it. I'll save that part for the end. But this is what I really wanted to show you. You want to see what $60 worth of inserts look like? This is what $60 worth of inserts look like. And they're good inserts. Got these all from the same table. If you go, he's all the way in the back near the autograph lines, but this guy had like just about every Donruss Pinnacle rare insert from like the late 90s you can possibly find in like multiple copies. So for example, I think I must have thumbed through at least 75, and this is no joke, 75 Hideo Nomo Donruss limited exposure cards. The limited exposures were like Donruss's knockoff of the refractor, but those were like 2 per box hits, and it was a 200 card set, so the odds of just getting one Hideo Nomo, it's Hideo Nomo and Charles Nagy. If I have to explain 97 Donruss Limited, you'll never understand it. But it's Nomo with Charles Nagy. This guy had 75 of them, and that wasn't the first one. He had like Mirror Blue from Select Certified 97. Now, even though they're not serial numbered, they only made 45 copies of each one. And he must have had 10 to 15 copies of like 15 to 20 different players. And he also had like 98 Donruss press proofs in like mass quantities of good players like Frank Thomas and Pedro Martinez, those kind of players. So I'm wondering, did this guy or whoever he bought them all, was he like the Donruss super collector, or maybe he got them through the back door, if you know what I mean? Anyway, so if you're looking for cheap late 90s Donruss / Pinnacle parallels, go to the Philly show, toward the back, near the autograph line. This guy's got like 24 monster boxes full of dollar cards like these. I'm going to show you some of these that I got. Here's a Mike Piazza from 93. Anybody remember 93 SP? These cards were the shiznits back in the day. Here's a couple of 96 Leaf Prefer Steel Powers. An Albert Bell and a Frank Thomas, numbered to 5,000. I had a lot of like Frank Thomas and Barry Bonds and other steroid era players. There's a couple of hollow views. I'm a mark for hollow views, and I wish they'd bring them back. Kenny Lofton and Roberto Alomar. He had a lot of like also Topps Finest inserts. Here's some of the Mystery Finest cards from 98. I don't know if you can see that, but here's a Frank Thomas with an Albert Bell on the back. And here's another Frank Thomas. As you can see, it's the same photograph, but this one has Scott Rowland on the back. I don't know why they picked Frank Thomas, Scott Rowland. 98 Topps Finest was not great, let's put it that way. What else did I get? I got a lot of cards. Too many here to count. I did pick up a 2001 Donruss insert. I'm still looking to create this master set. And at the rate I'm going, I think I will finally complete my master set sometime around the year 2250. It's a Matt Williams number to 1988. And my nose itches, I'm sorry. And I got some singles too. I took, again, out of the dollar box, but I actually took them out of the, because, okay. This is what the 97 Donruss, this is the only 97 Donruss limited base card I can find. It's a Mike Piazza Roland Mondesi card. Yeah. There's a second year David Ortiz from 98. Yeah, that's about it. $60 for that whole stack. This whole stack, plus a few that I've taken out. But I got the Goodwin box, and I'm looking for a place to video break it, somewhere in Washington. And I figured I'd ask you, where would you like me? Where somewhere within a couple hours driving range of Washington, of Fairfax, Virginia, would you like me to bust this box of Goodwin Champions? Now, there's a lot of places in D.C., a lot of places in Virginia, even a few places in Maryland, where this might be an appropriate place to bust it. But I'm going to ask you, I'm taking requests, where would you like me to video break this? Just put it in the comments below. So, all in all, the Philly show, it's the Philly show. If they don't have it there, it wasn't made. It's probably the second best card show after the National out there. And I think they're actually, that Hunt Auctions, which now operates the Philly show, is going to go back to it being a quarterly show as opposed to a semi-annual show, which is great. So I think the next show is in December sometime. So if you ever make your way to Philadelphia, you got to go to the Philly show. You will not be disappointed. What else do I have to say? Got my rum here. Yogi Berra canceled. He was one of the autograph guests. Johnny Bench was there. Who else? Carlton Fisk was there. And Joe Frazier was also there. That was pretty cool. I didn't get any autographs because I'm too cheap to do that. So, anyway, lots of cheap inserts. Got a box of Goodwin. Tell me where to bust it, and I will. Put your comments down there. I think next week or the week after is the White Plains show. So if any of you are going to the White Plains show, the next one, hit me up. I'd like to meet my fans and make more. So, late.